So today I'm going to be talking about episode 3 of Shadowhunters. Now before I do get into this, I just wanted to address a couple of things. My last video discussing episode 2 got a couple of dislikes, and I want to kind of address those. I'm assuming it's because I don't like the show, and I'm not hiding that. I'm telling you guys everything I hate about the show. So I just want to make it clear that I don't like Shadowhunters, alright? I might grow to like it in the future, but right now I'm just not liking it, and I'm here to give you my review and my full thoughts on it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And a lot of the time for me it's the ugly. Everyone has the right to their own opinions, and if you love the show that's great, but I don't. But I'm still doing these discussion videos because a lot of people have asked for them to continue because they like them. So instead of disliking the video, if you could maybe just click off and don't watch these. Thank you to everyone though who did leave positive comments and likes and everything. It's for you guys that I am continuing on with this, and for as long as you guys are asking for it, I will keep doing these. Anyway, now that that serious discussion is over and done with, let's get into talking about Shadowhunters episode 3. Obviously this is going to contain spoilers, so as always, click away now if you don't want to be spoiled and come back after you've watched it. Episode 3 I thought was slightly better than episodes 1 and 2. Only slightly better, but I still thought it was a bit better. The first thing I want to talk about is an Alec and Izzy conversation, where Alec says to Izzy she's got a thing in referral to her and her thing for fairies, I guess. And Izzy says to Alec, well, we've all got our things, and looks pointedly at him, and I was like, oh, headshot, gotcha, because obviously she's referring to the fact that Alec is gay. Then we have Simon being all smart with the knife once he's kidnapped, and he kind of just throws a knife and then it hits him straight there. I mean, when did Simon even learn these skills? And nice try, Simon, I guess. Then we came to the intro. Oh, the lovely intro, which I hate so much. Please just make it stop. Just cut it out of the show, alright? We don't need an intro, please. It hurts my heart every time I see it. For me, there's still no chemistry between Jace and Clary. I'm really not feeling it there. And then we had that handshake between Jace and Alec, and honestly, I ship them more than I do Jace and Clary at this point of time for the show. I'm really hoping that Malik brings it all together. Please. Alec I can start to bear in the show, but Jace is just like, son. I've got my comments here, husky voice Jace, so I'm assuming Jace must have been talking really husky or something, and I just felt the need to write that down apparently. Then we had Camilla. Now I know that Camilla's like way old, but I thought her appearance was a little bit older than what it was portrayed in the show. She looked like a young 20 something when I thought she was like a young 30, 40 something, like her appearance. I really don't like the Camilla actor at all. I'm really not feeling her. I really don't feel like that she's powerful or anything. I don't know, it just seems fake to me. And also she now has the ability to freeze time. She just clicks her fingers and that's it. Time freezes. When is that a thing? I mean, I could have missed it in the books, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. Who's the guy that Izzy's shagging? I'm assuming he's a fairy, but she just goes up and she starts shagging him, and I felt really conflicted about this. Izzy has always been one to own her sexuality, and that's fine, but just in that whole scene in general, I just felt kind of uncomfortable. It didn't seem like sexy fun in a good way. It just seemed sexy, kind of awkward cringe. We're chucking in this here for some huge sex appeal. In fact, the whole episode was just like a make-out kind of sex appeal episode for all the characters, and I really didn't enjoy it. Also, just a little observation I found is Clary always has her mouth open slightly. Like, it'll always be like this. Is that just me that's noticed that? But yeah, she always has her mouth open, and it must have just been annoying me because I've written it down. The scene where they're riding the motorbike, it just looked really fake and not real. And then it really bugged me when the vampire, manipulated Clary and everything. But then she just forgave Jace when he watched her be manipulated by the vampire. Like, I get that that was their strategy or something, but I don't know, if I was Clary, I would still be a little bit annoyed that he didn't step in and do something. And then we had Camilla, who was making out with Simon, again, really sexualized. I didn't like it. I was just like, no, please stop. And then she suddenly just backs away and she goes, I smell angel blood. And it was just so fake and so stupid, and it just made me go, please stop. Then we had, I think, the most cringe-worthiest lines of the show for me this episode, and that was when Jace is talking about vampires' manipulation and how it kind of wears off, and he goes, the point is, it wears off just like love. That's so edgy and cringy, Jace, and just, And the way he delivers his lines, like the whole scene where at the start when they're looking for the weapons, and he's like, abracadabra, and Clary's like, wait, is that something you actually say? And he's like, no. and they just continue on. The whole scene was awkward. It was like he was trying to deliver a joke and it didn't work, and it was just, why is that in there? Who watched this back and forth? You know what, that scene is perfect. It's not awkward at all. Let's keep it in there. I did like a line, however, from Alec when Izzy and Alec were like preparing to fight for the vampires. Izzy was like, oh, you know, I think we'll last 10 minutes, and Alec was like, we'll be liquid lunch in 5, but sure, whatever, let's keep going. Like, I really liked that. I enjoyed that line. I'm starting to enjoy Alec's character a little bit more. Oh, then we have the vampires' death scenes, which is just, can we not, like, who designed the deaths in these shows? They burst into fire and then you see the outline of the skeleton, which looks so fake. There was just one shot of like when it was fire, and then you saw the skeleton and it looked horribly wrong, and I hated it. I wanted to rip my hair out. Just a little observation and question. How long was Simon faking it? Being manipulated by Camilla? Was it when after she'd made out with him and he noticed the blood on him? Is that when he started faking it? I just kind of want to know. I'm curious about that. Also, the fighting with the vampires looked really easy. Like, it didn't look difficult at all. And you expect it to be difficult a little bit, but it wasn't, and it was just like, ugh. And still the fighting scenes haven't improved, and it just, it hurts my heart, guys. Then I felt really sorry for Simon when Jace was such an ass to him after like they come out on the roof, and Simon was like, shouldn't we get going? And Jace said like that snarky comment. I don't know, I just felt sorry for Simon. Like, he's just been through a lot, and then Jace has just been a dick to him. I also ship Clary and Simon still a lot more than Jace and Clary in the show, apparently, because that whole scene between them, even though it seemed really staged and fake, still had more chemistry than Jace and Clary scenes do. But then we had Simon being friend-zoned, even though I hate that term. You know, she kisses him on the cheek and it's just like, poor baby Simon. In terms of dialogue, it was still really cheesy, and I got a comment last episode review that I did where someone said that I used cheese too much, that it wasn't as cheesy as I was saying, but to me it's cheesy. To me it's even more cheesy than I'm saying. Like, I guess people have different opinions on cheesy, but for me this is really cheesy. If you're a lactose intolerant person, you're not going to be able to watch this show because you will get sick from all the cheese. Also, another thing I'm noticing is they're always staring a lot in the show, like staring at each other, and there's just always these staring shots. I mean, overall, I really don't know if this show is gonna improve drastically or not. I think that episode 3 for me did improve slightly. To this point, I still enjoy the movie a lot more than I do the TV show. I really don't like it. It's definitely not for me. It's really cheesy and cringy, but I still will continue to watch it. It is fun to have a laugh at it and to discuss it with you guys. I do go into every episode open-minded, hoping that it will get better, but by the end of the episode, my hopes are usually dashed. Let me know in the comments below if you still want me to do these episode reviews, because as long as you guys want me to do them, I will still continue to do them. I'll be watching the show regardless because I just can't stop. I feel like I have such a connection to the books and everything, and it's kind of like a train wreck every week where you don't want to watch, but you kind of have to. Like, you're kind of forced and you're like, shit, I'm gonna have to keep watching this because I feel an obligation to. And even though I don't want to, I have hopes that it could get better. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking of Shadowhunters so far. We're up to episode 3. Are you enjoying it? If you've seen the movie, which one do you like better so far? Do you think the show will get better? Do you think it will get worse? Or is it the best show you've ever seen? Let me know in the comments below because I would love to hear your opinions. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye!